Everyone, we have breaking news in Arkansas. A bit be on the lookout. This is an emergency public service broadcast. Um, I live in Arkansas. My good friend Sammy lives in Arkansas and is right close to all of this. And if you live in Arkansas, good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to the stream. If you live in Arkansas, especially in northwest, or north central Arkansas, your phones have been going off all day repetitively. Because as you can see here on the screen, there is an armed suspect. This man has already killed three people in two separate instances, and the cops are saying it was a carjacking. Um, so technically, at this moment, he's on the run and he does meet the actual requirements of a serial killer. Arkansas State Police and other local law enforcement agencies are working to apprehend a Birmingham, Alabama man wanted in multiple homicides. Stacy Lee Drake, 50, was last seen on foot outside a motel in Morrilton and is believed to be armed and dangerous. Drake is wanted in connection with three homicides in Oklahoma, stemming from two separate carjackings. Drake is separately wanted on multiple felony warrants from multiple jurisdictions, with charges including aggravated robbery, carjacking, and murder. Drake is a white male with brown hair and eyes. He is 5'11" and weighs 185 pounds. His last known address was in Birmingham, Alabama. Anyone who sees Drake should not approach him and should call 911 immediately. Additional information will be released as it becomes available. And I have two different sites. I'm going to show y'all pictures real quick. This is him, Stacy Lee Drake. This is what he could be wearing, I guess. Okay, so we have that. And then I just want to share this one with you real quick. I think this one has more photos on it. Yes. See, open image in a new tab. We're going to read this real quick and then I'll put his photo up again. This is what he might look like. Triple murder suspect on the loose in Arkansas. Police. Stacy Lee Drake is considered armed and dangerous, according to investigators. An armed and dangerous suspect connected to three murders and a slew of other crimes across the country is on the loose in Arkansas, according to authorities. Stacy Lee Drake, 50, is wanted in connection with three homicides in Oklahoma, stemming from two separate carjackings, according to Arkansas State Police. Drake is separately wanted on multiple felony warrants from multiple jurisdictions, with charges including aggravated robbery, carjacking, and murder, investigators said in a statement. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation gave more details Wednesday about two of the homicides that took place in Sequoyah County. Officers discovered a man and woman dead inside a business Tuesday. The victims' identity The victims' identities were not immediately released, although the victims' cause of death are still being determined by the medical examiner. Oklahoma investigators said both sustained injuries consistent with homicide. Drake was last seen on foot outside a motel in Morrilton, Arkansas, roughly 53 miles northwest of Little Rock. According to police, Oklahoma investigators said a car he allegedly stolen was found in Morrilton, which is roughly 130 miles east of where the bodies were found in Sequoyah County, Oklahoma on Tuesday night. Investigators provided an update later Wednesday evening where they said the suspect was known to have purchased camping gear, and all indications are he is still in the Morrilton area. Drake, a Birmingham, Alabama resident, was described as having brown hair and brown eyes, standing about 5 foot 11 feet, inches tall, and weighing 185 pounds, according to state police. Anyone who sees Drake should not approach him and should call 911 immediately, Arkansas State Police said in a statement. Okay. So, Sammy. Yep, Northwest Arkansas too. Yep, Nicole. Hey, Molly, good to see you. Rake's Funny Farm. Hello, hello. Welcome again. Flat, our male mod here kicking it with us. All right. So, Sammy,
Yeah.
Susie Q, hello. You are in the area right now.
Uh-huh.
So let's start. Let's take it from this morning. Since you're in the thick of things here, being with your husband and everything. Um, is your husband still there with you? Excuse me.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Give me just a minute. I gotta go get him.
Okay,
Sorry.
you're fine. Now he works around the Morrilton area, correct?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Sammy is actually live on location. Earlier, her and her husband were actually driving around um, looking for this gentleman. Somebody say that's crazy of a thing to go do, but y'all don't understand. Sammy's here in Arkansas with me. I promise you,
I don't
she's
know. There must be
fine.
something in the air, in the water, because he's outside, started burning stuff. So
Mm-mm.
he's doing a burn pile. And it's hot
Okay.
out here. So it beats
Yeah.
me. Why? What's with these men doing this right now?
I don't know. My husband was doing it yesterday. That's the reason my vocals are so messed up right now. It's horrible. So, Sammy, tell us a little bit about what you have experienced today.
Well,
What
we
going
went
on?
and drove around down there, and there was quite a few state troopers. It looked like some marshals might have been out there too. I'm not for sure, but they were unmarked cars, and they were just anyway. But this morning, my husband headed out towards work, and um, he said they had the all the roads blocked coming in and out of Morrilton, and the cops informed them that no one was coming or going until all the vehicles were inspected. So they were going through. He was there a good 20 minutes before they let him go. But they checked all the vehicles and stuff like that. It was state troopers.
Yeah.
So I'm
So,
confident that they are doing a good job of seeking him out. But until he's captured, I'm not going to be at rest because any place in Arkansas is fair game when you're on the loose like that.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
And in the reports that you've been getting and what you've heard today, he's still in the area. That's what they're
well,
thinking.
as of 5 p.m., our news report, one of the latest news reports was that they thought he was still in Morrilton. And so we took a ride out down there because we wanted to see, how much of these state troopers and cops are still out there looking. And when we first started, we seen quite a few. But then as time went on and we were heading back home, we saw less and less. So I'm thinking they may be looking somewhere else besides Morrilton. I mean, of course.
Yeah. Well, I looked at the air radar and I didn't see anything. Like there's nothing on air radar. Um, you told me there's a lot of crop dusters and stuff in the area, and I did see a plane in the area, but it was literally like circling a
We have
200
quite
acre
a bit
plot
of
of
small
land
crafts. Well, you think
within
about
itself.
this. Morrilton is near what's called Jean Mountain. And between all the farmers and cattlemen and livestock,
Hmm.
farmers, we have crop farmers. And so they do have crop dusters of their own in small planes. So there's a chance they're utilizing some of that as well. And I have heard a few small planes today going over in our neighborhood. So I know they're looking all over the place.
Yeah.
They have on the Facebook for the state police. There were some comments that people were in Conway, Arkansas, stating they thought they saw him,
Hmm.
and so we'll see. We'll see how this pans out. But I just want everyone to be aware, even if you're outside of Arkansas, please, please be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. This guy is carjacking people, and rather than just taking their car, he's killing them.
Killing them. Killing them. Two separate occasions. He's killed three people already in
Yeah.
carjackings.
Now, it's said that somebody said that they thought he had bought camping gear. There's
Hmm.
also a Walmart somewhere in the vicinity of that, of the hotel.
Oh, it's
Next,
Arkansas. There's Walmarts on every
next,
corner.
well, guess what? Next to the hotel where he dumped that stolen car is a Love's, which is a truck
Oh
stop,
no, a truck stop. Yeah, we were kind of
which is
touching base
very
on that a while
scary.
ago.
So I texted someone whose boyfriend is a truck driver and I told them disseminate this photo right now because this guy is a murderer and he's on the loose.
That's awesome, Sammy. I'm glad you did that because he will share it with everyone.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, that's awesome.
Well, they
That's a
all
good
need
job.
to know,
You
and I
guys,
know a lot of them have special little hubs that they communicate on and keep contact with each other on. And I thought that would be something that, maybe I can try and get a head start and get the word out, you know.
that's awesome. Thank you for doing that. By the way, I mean this is very important information.
Yeah.
This man is a threat and a danger to everyone.
Yeah.
He looks
They
like a
said
threat
if
and a
you do
danger to
see
everyone.
him, call your local authorities right away because you do not get anywhere near him. That man is armed. He is very, very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Mm-mm-mm. Another thing we had talked about a little bit, Sammy, touched base on because we both live in Arkansas, and I mean I'm only 2 hours from you. Um, I haven't been out of the house all day. Um, my husband ventured to the store earlier one time. That's about it. Um, Something else that me and you kind of touched base on earlier is what runs through Morrilton and the Conway area that you know of,
Well, we have Arkansas River
and what else?
and a railroad station,
Hmm.
railways. We have railways that go all through here, and sometimes those trains go slow enough. I could hop a train. You know what I mean? Just saying. It makes me nervous to think that this guy is on the loose, and I want everyone anyone that has
Watching,
any,
ready.
you know what? Just spread that picture out and let everybody let them know that this person is out there because he is absolutely killing people. There's no two ways about it. But he can be gone by river, by railroad, on foot through the mountains. We have tons of mountains and woods out here.
No, well, we don't know right now where he got the weapon from. I haven't seen that on any source yet. They haven't even identified victims yet.
They are slowly starting to identify them, but um, I don't know. We're not being told what are the circumstances, what caused this to happen. Is this just something he was convicted in 2010? And at first his sentence was for 22 years, and I listened to another report that stated he was resentenced with a 10-year sentence. So that would explain why he's out now. But apparently he has recently gotten out, right? That would
Hmm.
tell you he wants to go back. I mean, he's actually a dead man walking because honestly, um, I think he's doing this because he's done. And it just worries me for the safety of others.
And Sammy, you were so awesome. You actually sent video footage of you driving around hunting for this man.
Yeah,
Woo! Girl,
well,
you got that.
we were looking everywhere we could, because we really wanted to try to see what we could see. This is only some of the footage, but this is just to give people an idea of what we're looking at. Even our basic road areas are all wooded out here in this city. So you're
It's
got,
yes,
I mean, he's
rural,
yeah,
rural,
I mean,
like
like
mile to the neighbor's house, rural.
it's going
Most
to be
people don't
really hard to
understand that.
find him. It's going to be really hard to find him, because we've got this leads all these mountains and wooded areas lead all the way up to Pettigene, and then God knows where from there. But along those mountains is
Okay, so I'm
the Arkansas River. Now, towards
sorry.
the end, somewhere at the end of this video here, I think, is going to be the Motel 6 where he left the car at. So I never knew if he actually had a room there or if he just dumped the car there and left. But next door to that hotel is the Loves, and that's the truck stop. And if nobody was the wiser, and he just posed as somebody that needed a lift, who's to say that somebody didn't give him a lift out of there?
Mm-mm-mm. So he could be anywhere.
Yep.
And you're saying that the police presence is kind of letting back a little bit, or do you think they're just more
I bet,
undercover now?
well, I think I'm willing to bet you because in the beginning we saw quite a few state troopers
Uh-huh.
and some really hardcore, you could tell they were law enforcement, blacked out cars and coming from the police station out that way. So, something with him having killed people elsewhere and now he's in Arkansas, I bet you marshals are involved. But on the way back out from Morrilton, we didn't see as many. So I'm guessing they may have a lead or other tips that they're chasing that might be outside of Morrilton. So I want everyone to understand this man is on the run. He is a murderer, and we truly need
And he just
to
got out of.
keep our
Uh,
safety.
Tell us
By
a little
all
bit
accounts,
that you
from
learned
what I
about
could
his.
tell, yes. From what I could tell on the reports from his prison sentence, he would have recently gotten out.
Wow.
Because that 22-year sentence that everybody has on him as far as his history was reduced down to 10. So that video right there is the Motel 6 where he dumped the car. And
Oh
to the
man.
left of that, across the highway, is the truck stop, Loves, the other direction.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah. But that's only one of the. I've got another video somewhere I need to send to you still. I just can't retrieve it from here at the moment.
Let's go back.
But I want people to understand, um, if you're in Arkansas, stay locked up. Keep your vehicles and your homes locked and be on alert. Have your
Make sure
author
your
have your
QQs are loaded with the safeties on, folks.
Well, make sure that you have your local police department on speed dial too, because there ain't nothing like being stuck in a situation, whether you're in your car or you're at home and you don't have them on speed dial, because you're going to need it if you happen to have an encounter with this individual. He's a very dangerous person. Molly Collie, I'll tell you what, sister, you know, it's hard these days. You've got to have protection. You really do. And here's a prime example. I mean, he was put in prison the first time for carjackings to begin with. And at first, I thought it was that he had killed someone before, but it wasn't. He had a gun that he was wielding around when he did the carjackings before, which I think is what brought him the hefty sentence. But I don't know. It's really, really, really sad. I worry for the safety of others. And if you're anywhere near Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, any of Oklahoma, any of these states, I really want you people to take this seriously and keep your eyes peeled, because we've
Let me
we've
pull this
got to
picture
make
back up.
sure don't become a victim.
Pull this picture back up.
But
We
some of
actually
this is
have
one of the roads to going towards that hotel, the motel, and the Loves. So when we get down at the end of this road, on the right is the Loves, and then on the left is the Motel 6. But there wasn't a lot of presence of state troopers there anymore. So my best guess is they've got some kind of tip or lead that they must be working on.
okay. Hey, we've got an update, Sammy. I found
Okay.
an update. I found an update.
Yay.
Arkansas State Police say armed fugitives sought in Oklahoma killing still in Morrilton area. This was at 5:46 p.m.
Ugh.
Morrilton, Arkansas state police officials said they believe an armed fugitive wanted in connection to a series of killings in Oklahoma is still in the Morrilton area. State police sent an update just after 5 p.m. Wednesday, stating all indications point to a 50-year-old Stacy Lee Drake still being in the area, with investigators noting they know he purchased camping gear. This dude is trying to disappear into the mountains,
Yeah,
trying to
that's what I'm
disappear into
saying.
rural Arkansas.
The trouble with that is, if, okay, so surveillance we have here, a lot of them have the night vision, and some of the equipment, the search equipment, has thermal imaging. So at night, they'll be able to tell more at night. He's not going to be untouchable.
Mm, let's watch the video.
As we're driving down this road here, on the right is the Loves in the distance. That's the Loves truck stop down that way. And then to the left is going to be um, the Motel 6, which is to the left there. Yeah.
Okay. I have a press update real quick.
Oh, good.
Narrowed into Morrilton for a man accused of 4 murders between Alabama and Oklahoma. Stacy
Four
Lee Drake
murders.
was last seen yesterday leaving the city's Motel 6. Thank you very much for joining us tonight at 5, everybody. I'm Bob Clausen.
And I'm Laura Monteverdi. Local, state, and federal officials are still looking for him today. Our Neil Zarang is live in Morrilton with the very latest on the search efforts. Neil, you've been there all day. What have authorities said?
Well, authorities say this all started around 7:50 last night when Arkansas State Police reached out to Morrilton Police, telling them that they believe that there was a stolen vehicle from a double homicide in Oklahoma. I want to show you what we're seeing right now. That helicopter has been in the air since around 3:40 today. They've been circling this area around the Motel 6, which is where Stacy Lee Drake was last seen. He should be considered armed and dangerous. Going back to that Oklahoma double homicide, that vehicle and those killings happened in Sequoyah County. It was a carjacking just hours before the vehicle was found here in Morrilton. It happened about a half-hour's drive west of Fort Smith. Another carjacking and murder in Oklahoma is also connected to Drake, and he is wanted on multiple felony warrants in other jurisdictions with charges including aggravated robbery, carjacking, and murder. Morrilton police attribute a murder warrant out of Alabama. It has those living here a little scared and surprised that someone who is accused of being so cold-blooded may be hiding among them.
It's scary. We don't see that here. I mean, we have, people that steal things from Walmart or something, but we don't get murderers.
We've seen U.S. Marshals, Arkansas State Police, Conway County Sheriff's Office, and Morrilton Police patrolling all around town. We even saw U.S. Marshals going into a vehicle, guns drawn, trying to make sure that Drake wasn't hiding inside. Drake was last seen wearing sunglasses, a golfer's cap, and a black shirt, but he has brown hair and brown eyes underneath. You can find his picture on our website, carjacking.com, with more details. And it looks like we just have a second helicopter that we've seen now take the air here in Morrilton. So we'll continue to give you updates throughout the afternoon. I know Gary Purton Jr. will be here tonight to give updates throughout the night. Reporting live in Morrilton, Neil Zarang, back to you.
Okay. And that's what he looks like. And I'm going to put this back up, Sammy, once again, because you live so close to the area. Today you drove to the hotel where the car was found as well.
Yeah. We drove to the hotel. We also drove down to the river. There's campgrounds out there in Morrilton
let me stop
that run along the river.
Sorry, it went on to another broadcast in my ear. Go ahead, Sammy. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. We also drove out to the wooded areas out there. We drove out to on the river where the campground was.
Right.
And I was just trying to display the fact that we have all this wooded area, even on some of our main roads. And so this is going to be really difficult. It's going to be a challenge for our state troopers and our cops and marshals. And I'm just praying for them to have success in this situation soon, like now, and that they all get to go home safe.
Well, this is a very dangerous situation. I mean, this man has killed people for cars. Apparently 4.
Yep. Coco says, I was in a store and everyone's phone went off at the same time, right? I was asleep, you guys. I work overnight, so I was sleeping and I woke up to all kinds of phone messages and texts and friends freaking out. Are you okay? Blah, blah. And I was like, what in the world is going on? And even from my husband, texting me and stuff while I was sleeping. And he was like, yeah, this morning he thought he wasn't even gonna make it to work because they were like, nobody's leaving and nobody's coming in. So they were checking cars and everything. I want to thank all of our law enforcement, every single one of our public servants, and pray for them that they all have success in this and that everybody gets to go home safe.
So
As
evidently
far
he
as our
has,
law enforcement.
Sammy, he has killed here in Arkansas too.
Yeah, I just realized that. Well, I
He
told
has,
you, he's
in
a
fact.
killer. Y'all need to be very alert.
Oh man. Yeah,
I'm
everybody
just
be on the
grateful that
lookout.
we
This
don't,
is
I'm grateful we
dangerous.
don't have kids in school right now, you know?
This is very dangerous, and he has killed in Arkansas now too. Wow.
hmm This is
Oh my
no joke.
goodness. No joke.
No.
Uh-uh-uh.
I
This
just want to
man.
tell everyone to please be alert and don't go out shopping and everything else, especially at night if you don't have to.
This is dangerous, you guys. This is very dangerous situation. Wow. And see, they don't have helicopters out now looking for him in Morrilton anymore. I'll pull up the flight path radar and show you guys. I have it. Hold on a second. Oh, that's not it. I gotta click this button. There we go.
I'm counting on these helicopters having some kind of thermal imaging or something on them that might help them to track him down.
Well, let's see if they have helicopters out again. Um, let's see. That's the Cumberland. It was way too zoomed in. Let's head in the right direction though. Okay. There's Memphis. Let me zoom in here and look. It's just um, yeah, I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any helos on the ground. In the air around the area at this time. Hold on a second. Let's there's Fayetteville, so there's Conway. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything. There's Conway. I'll share it with you. Sammy? Uh-oh. Sammy dropped off. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything. Here's Russellville. So somewhere over here, let's see. Zoom in. She is.
Tried to retrieve that other video and I sent it, but
Okay,
it's a
I'll pull
whole
that
lot
up.
longer. It's twice as long.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll pull it up here in just a second. Okay, here's Conway.
And I think the
So
other video might have some of the campground on it.
Morrilton should be somewhere right there. Right there. See, there's no helicopters. no helos that I'm seeing up at all.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. Like when we were out there, I couldn't see anything. I kept looking up. So I don't know when they recorded that, but that might have been earlier before I woke up. I bet I didn't wake up till 3:30, so all my people were freaking out and I had to go back and message everybody and just let them know I was okay and that everything was all right and not worry about it.
But there's Morrilton. There's nothing. They have no helos
But that makes
up
me
at
think
all.
that they've gotten a tip or a lead and they got to catch this guy because as long as he's out there, people are going to die.
Mm-mm-mm. And I mean, he's just, it's such a rural area. I don't think people get the gist of how rural it really is. Um, in some places, you don't have a neighbor for a couple of miles.
Yeah.
Um, and it's all green, lush, hilly. Where there's not hills, there's farm area.
Well, on the outskirts of the city, there's an awful lot of
I think you're
farms.
still in Morrilton, according to the last update, Coco. Welcome, by the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sammy. Sorry about that.
Well, outside on the outskirts of this city, they've got a lot of farmers that are doing livestock. They have farmers that do crops. And so they might own like 100 acres. So you're talking about all kinds of I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
I'm listening. I had to get a refill on the old water.
You're fine. Well, ultimately, I think it's really important that everyone understands that this person is on the loose, and for all we know, he could have got a ride from a trucker and be on his way to, Michigan or Louisiana or California. You don't know. We don't know. And if they do think that he's still here, they must have a reason, and they may be starting to close in on him. Who
Can you hear
knows?
me now? Was I
I do.
muted?
I think
Okay,
you were.
I was muted. Sorry, guys. It happens. This is the man. The man. Oof. Stacy Drake. His name is Stacy Drake. He is
Stacy
wanted.
Lee Drake.
Yes, Stacy Lee Drake. Wow, this is craziness. Mm-mm-mm. Did you
But
send
now
me that?
where I sent you the first video, I sent the second one because it's like a more of a 15-minute video, but it's got all kinds of different roads and ways that to give people an idea of what that city looks like and how just very wooded it is.
Okay, and you sent that to me on Discord.
No, in your messenger, it tends to upload easier and quicker on the messenger,
Okay, I
straight
must
from
not have
the phone.
gotten it yet.
Okay. Waffles. Let me see why.
Yeah, no, I've still got the short one.
Let me see why.
Mm-mm-mm. And you got to think, this man just got out of prison, and he was in there for a long time, and he doesn't want to go back. So he's exceptionally a threat right now. He has killed people to continue to run. Mm-mm-mm. And he's done it across state lines. This man is crazy. Don't engage with him if you see him. Dial 911 and get as far away from him as possible. He is armed and dangerous, according to law enforcement. Mm-mm-mm. I'm concerned, Sammy. I'm concerned that they're going to find someone no longer alive missing a vehicle somewhere around the area. You know it? Oh, she dropped again. Yeah, he's desperate. Exactly, Coco. He is desperate. She's probably trying to send that video now. Mm-mm-mm. I was taking a nap, and well, first my phone went off at like the crack of dawn this morning. Um, you know that terrifying sound like the weather people use, and it's the phone, and it goes, you know what I mean. I woke up to that, and I'm like, but we're not supposed to be having severe weather, is my initial thought when I pick up my phone. And then it's like, emergency broadcast, blah, blah, blah. And I click it, and it's like, I'm thinking it's going to be an Amber Alert. And I click it, and it's like, this man is dangerous. He could be in the area. And I'm like, what is this? There's Sammy.
Well, I tried to resend it. We'll see.
Okay, maybe I need to close it and reopen it. It does say, nope, it's still saying 40 minutes ago. My phone's going off again.
Well, I bet you the reason why
it's doing
is
it right now. I just
I
heard
bet you
it.
I bet you the reason why is because it's actually like a
Violet,
15-minute.
was another phone going off? Bring it here. I think my son's just went off.
Oh,
Oh, don't you talk to your sister like that. Be nice. Hold on just a second. Let me see. I could have sworn I just heard it. I could have sworn I just heard the emergency alert.
you probably did.
Anyways, did you think that this morning, Sammy? Were you like, what? It's not supposed to storm. Why is my phone going off?
Well, I was actually just like, I was like, I was so inundated when I woke up and out of it that I saw so many messages and I was like, oh my gosh, like what happened? Because I've lived in areas before where something down the street exploded, like a paint plant exploded in Conway, Arkansas, and my husband worked on that street near that building. So, I mean, it was like one of those moments. I was like, oh my gosh, like what happened? And it took me a little bit to get caught up and to understand what was going on. And
So
one of my girlfriends had called me repeatedly through the day, and she was all but, I mean, she was almost hysterical. She was just crying and worried about me. And I was like, I'm fine. And I was like, yeah, good.
I read
I
the
don't
article. I read the
know.
article, where it showed the information, and then I was like, the kids and stuff were up, and I was like, don't go outside, lock the doors. There's a murderer on the loose.
I have never slept so hard as I did today because I never heard not one of these alerts, text messages, phone calls, nothing.
Wow. Well, you must have needed the sleep, obviously, but whew.
Well, it's kind of scary to think,
Okay,
all that
see,
was going on.
we are two peas in a pod. We are two peas in a pod because let me tell you what, you sleep through a now known serial killer alert in your general area,
Gosh.
and I sleep through a tornado that destroyed Jonesboro in Brooklyn, less than a mile from my house.
Right.
You know, so we both sleep through some great. And the sad news was, in my situation, the alarms and everything were going off, and I told my husband to turn off the alarm clock and went back to sleep.
See, I was home by 4 a.m., so I guarantee you I was asleep by 5 a.m. And I never get off at the same time, so I don't ever know, you know, once I come home and I go to bed, that's it. Nothing, it's like I'm just done.
Sorry, the water went down the wrong pipe.
Uh-oh.
I took a sip of my water and I
Uh-oh.
should have swallowed it, but instead I breathed it like a moron.
Oh, we have an unknown caller, huh? Yeah. Good for you.
Coco said mine went off around 9 a.m. and again around noon. Have not heard anything since. And yes, first thought it was the weather. Yeah, I'm okay. I went and took a sip of my water, and like instead of swallowing it, apparently I was breathing it in.
But what I am gonna do is keep my eyes peeled, and if there's a need to go back down there and take any more video, I will. I'm gonna try and get that other video to you. I just wanted people to see what these law enforcement are up against to try and find this person. And, I'm doing an awful lot of praying right now.
Yeah. Whew. Well, I'm praying for you too. I mean, you're right there in the thick of things,
Well,
and it's
I
not
think
too
I
far from
think
here either.
because this person is highly unlikely that they're going to be downtown
It's
or
the
out
chair,
on the
you
street.
guys. It's my chair. That's what you're hearing.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Every time I move it, it sounds. Hear it?
Yeah.
Hear it? That's the fart noises. It's my chair.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm just praying for law enforcement. I want every one of them to be able to catch this guy and go home safe.
Yes, me too. Me too. That's funny. No, it's my chair making those noises.
Yeah.
It's got like these little, I guess, rubbery things on the bottom of it, and when I move the chair, you hear it.
But
So,
I want everybody here to share this for all that they can. At least the info, share his picture, make sure people know that this is a known murderer that is on the loose and there is no
just
telling where he's headed.
stay away from him. Look at what he's wearing. They suspect he is still wearing something similar to this, you guys. This was what he was seen last wearing.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, he
Scary.
looks creepy. He looks like somebody on the run. He's going to stand out like a sore thumb here in Arkansas.
Thank you so much for sharing this, all of you.
Yes.
And I
Thank
know
you.
Low 12, she shared it on Twitter. We're just really trying to get his face out there. We want everyone to know, they need to watch out for their safety and report any sighting that you might think you see him. Call law enforcement, because it's better to be safe than sorry.
Where is Low 12?
What? I don't know. Hey, she might be taking a nap for all we know.
Yeah. Well, she's a good distance from this area. I
Well,
do know that.
anybody in the Tennessee area, Missouri area, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Texas, these are areas, these states touch Arkansas. So that means he has access.
Not only that, but Arkansas has a very, very extensive traffic cam network, and everywhere has cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he'll be caught eventually because he'll have to buy supplies. I mean, he's not just going to go out here and eat tree roots and, well, I don't
No.
know. You kind of could, but still, I think he's headed back towards Alabama or maybe even Florida. The direction he's going from the western side of the state to the eastern side of the state so far, from east to west. So we'll see. Mm. The Oklahoma Bureau of Investigation named Drake as person of interest. I think I've already read this. Yeah, I've already read it. Again, he is 5 foot 11 inches tall, weighs 185 pounds. They do believe he is wearing a cap and glasses. Was last seen wearing a solid black outfit, black shirt, pants, and this is what he looks like without his shades. That seems like a little bit of a older photo of him. Well, maybe not. He is
I can't
considered armed
imagine.
and
I, I
dangerous,
can't,
and he has killed people in carjackings. Go ahead, Sammy.
well, I just can't imagine serving time like that in prison, getting out and then doing this. It's just unfathomable. I'm trying to see if there's any more updates from the Arkansas State Police, but
I'm not seeing anything. I'm looking right now. Nope, this last one. Um, I've got another one from 2 hours ago. It says former Jimmy Hill Mission resident wanted. So this guy was living out of the mission, like the outreach mission. Former Jamie Hill Mission resident wanted for multiple murders in Arkansas. Um, multiple homicides in Arkansas. State police and several other law Local law enforcement agencies are searching for Stacy Lee Drake. Last seen outside the hotel. Drake is wanted in connection. Oh, one of the victims was killed in El Reno. 2 other murdered in Gans, about 3 hours east. Yeah, so he's moving east. He is also wanted for multiple felony warrants, included aggravated robbery, carjacking, and murder. Oh, no, that was in Birmingham. He was living at the Jimmy Hill Mission. Okay. Federal Judge David Proctor has ordered him to serve a period. Oh, listen, Federal Judge David Proctor had ordered him to serve a period of supervised release following a decade in prison in a 2010 Pickens County carjacking case.
Yes, Brooke, I think he's from Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, he's from Birmingham, Alabama. Anyone who sees the suspect should not approach the man at all. Call 911 immediately.
I can attest to the fact that they have even got marshals out there looking for him. So this is a big deal, and they have everyone involved.
Wow.
And in one of the videos, I think I might have gotten some of the vehicles on that video. I'm not for sure. I was screenshotting things like screen recording some things, and I was pausing here and there so that the video wouldn't be so long and we'd still have some coverage. But we'll see. Still trying to get that to Regina.
Okay. Sorry, I'm reading this.
You're fine. I understand. And it's, this is something that we want everyone to know.
He's moving east, guys. He's moving east. Look at his face. Look at this man's face. This is what he was last seen wearing. He is dangerous. He is armed. His name is Stacy Lee Drake, and he is wanted in connection so far of 4 murders. Carjacking murders. And apparently one couple was at their business. They were found at their business, at their place of business.
I think a propane business.
So small business owners out there, y'all need to be on super high alert, going to and from your cars, especially if you're in more of the rural areas. Last known, this guy was on foot at the hotel, but he was seen buying camping gear, and that car has been found abandoned. Sammy, I'm so concerned they're going to find someone.
Well, unless he gets desperate to get in a car again, which I want to remind anyone who has wooded areas around their homes or their businesses, be very careful coming and going in and out of your cars, because he's got to be an opportunistic person. If somebody was after your vehicle, don't fight them, don't argue.
This man is originally Brooke. He's originally from Birmingham, Alabama, but he was last seen in Morrilton, Arkansas, outside of the what's the name of the hotel? The Super or the
Motel 6.
Yeah, outside of the Motel 6 in Morrilton, Arkansas, between Conway and Russellville.
This is also located at the exits from I-40. It's right on I-40.
Yep. So he
So at
was
this point, he
traveling.
could be anywhere. He could be
Yeah.
anywhere. He could be walking the interstate, in the woods in the interstate, because we have tons of wooded areas all along our interstate out here.
Uh-uh-uh. Again,
Now
everyone,
he's a
if you're
little
just
creepy looking. He's creepy
no,
looking.
he's creepy looking. He's creepy looking. It's that jawline that just for me just ruins it. Especially. Um,
Uh,
he's got a weak jawline.
But the more we disseminate this photo and his description, and that he's a murderer, he's on the loose, maybe we can help save lives, you know.
Yeah. He is dangerous. He is armed and dangerous. Last seen in Morrilton, Arkansas area. That's how many clicks away from Little Rock, Sammy?
So we're approximately 45 minutes from Russellville to Morrilton and 45 minutes from Little Rock to Morrilton.
Right. And me and you are just 2 hours from each other, a little over 2 hours from each other.
Yeah.
I can make it in an hour and 45 if I have to.
But that man could literally be outside of. Uh, See, I'm still getting messages from other people, my people across the country, telling me, lock your doors, stay vigilant, sending me the reports.
Yeah. Yeah, tonight, you guys, if you hear a knock at the door, you're probably just best to not answer it tonight.
Yeah.
And if you're leaving your business late, you need to be very, very vigilant and prepared at a moment's notice, because this man will end your life for your car. He's trying to get somewhere. He is dangerous and he is on the run. So be very vigilant, you guys. Be very vigilant. Sammy, I am going to keep in contact with you for the remainder of the night.
Okay, sounds good.
Is there anything else you wanted to add to this?
No, I want prayers for safety for all of our law enforcement who are out there trying to apprehend this guy. I want prayers for them to be able to go home safe, capture him, and make it home safe. Um, and I want everyone to be alert, because
Yes.
maybe you're not near the area, but that does not mean that he may not show up somewhere near you. So please just be on alert and have your authorities on speed dial, please.
Yes, Connie, we will definitely be safe. Don't worry about us. Here in the South, we got pit bulls and pew-pews. If one of them don't get you, the other one will. We got pit bulls and pew-pews, huh, Sammy?
Yep. I've got 3 dogs, and I'm telling you, one has got, like some iron jaws. She don't play. And of
Yep,
course, we have guns.
yep. This is Arkansas. Sammy, I got a feeling this dude's gonna mess with the wrong person and end up. I mean,
Well, I hate to tell you all this, but us rednecks and hillbillies take our property and our homes
and our
and our
security of our
livelihoods
homes
very
seriously.
serious. Yes, and they don't play. And if they're already aware that this guy has already been to prison, give me one reason why I can't. I find it hard to believe someone's not going to shoot him. Period. I can't
Yeah.
help it. That's just.
Yep.
I really think that uh, he needs to
His
either
luck's
turn
gonna run
himself
out.
in, or yes. Because if the wrong person finds him, there's not a reason in the world not to just rid the world of him. Sorry, but
Yep.
that's just my opinion. My opinion only.
Yep. I'm kind of feeling that way too. He's in the wrong state to be playing with folks. He really is.
Yeah.
Um.
We might seem like the most hillbilly people you ever met in your life, but I'm gonna tell you what, these are some they love life. People here love their lives. They love living, and they're not about to allow someone to take it from them. So, but
She
that's
ain't
it.
playing.
Just keep sharing this photo until he is captured or apprehended, and I'm going to try and stay on top of this so that way, we have a report if he's caught. But I want everyone to stay alert, no matter where you are.
Hmm.
44 pounds of dog's malt, and they
No,
don't
that's a lot of
play.
pup. That's a lot of pup right
Yeah,
there. Yeah, they don't play.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't play. um, so you guys stay safe out there. Be on the lookout. Stacy Lee Drake. Um, he has murdered people and committed carjackings, and he is wanted um across state lines now. Evidently, he's killed 4 people in total. So someone in Arkansas they haven't released yet. Um, be vigilant. Be safe. If you see him, do not engage with him. Run. Get away from him. Call 911. If you encounter him, act normal. Get away. 911. Because he's desperate. He's desperate. So be safe out there, you guys. I appreciate you all for being here. If y'all don't mind, yes, secure your deadbolts. Exactly. Lock your windows and your doors. Um, if you're armed and in the general area, probably a good idea to go ahead and load it and put it on safety and keep it close by. Just saying. Um, don't be out walking by yourself or don't be out late by yourself in a parking lot, a dark parking lot. Just don't do it, you guys, right now, especially if you've got a vehicle or just yeah, don't. Um, he has nothing. He has nothing except himself, and he's on the run, and he does not care about anyone but himself. So you guys be safe. I mean that, and stay vigilant. Um, kindness is free. Share a smile, save a life. You never know, the life you save might just be your own. And
I'm fixing to post a link in here for the Arkansas State Police. So if you all can click on that, you'll get numbers off of there that you can put on speed dial to let them know if you do have a sighting or an encounter or anything. This will also help give you info on the updates and what's going on.
yes, yes, Miss Connie, yes. Oh, thank you, Coco. Thank you.
Thank you all for showing up
And
and
here's
thank you
that
for
link, you
sharing.
guys. Here's that link. I'll make sure and the chat's enabled so you can see it after the live and stuff because I have to go back and do all that. Um, so you can keep updated on this case. Lock your windows and your doors. This guy could be anywhere. At 5 o'clock, they were saying likely still in Morrilton, but now there are no choppers in the air or anything. I don't know if they've gone undercover with it situation, thinking he's still in the area or what. But be safe, you guys. Lock your windows and your doors. Stay vigilant. Um, if you do carry a weapon, always remember to do it with respect and caution as well. Um, stay safe out there. Do what you got to do to protect you and your loved ones, and share a smile and save a life. You never know. The life you save might just even be your own. With that said, you guys, blessings and good night.